So it's been a long day. We had a great party last night with the mariachi band. Go see the other video for that. Also got our hog cooked yesterday and done, so you can see a second video. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. We are at the Birmingham airport and we're headed to Kentucky to go to... Hey Wade! We're headed to the Kentucky Derby. We'll spend the weekend there. Stay tuned. You can tell that the Derby is this weekend because I'm gonna tell you, it is packed at this little airport. Busy local. All right, here we go. Come in, Marty. All right, meet my friends. Hey, all right, meet my friends. Where's John and Paige? John and Paige. Yep. This is the first for all of us. This is the first time we've all been to the Derby, so we're learning. We have learned that we have fancy passes. We're fancy passes, fancy gates. How often have you won before I take your advice?
Okay, good question. Well, you only have to win once to let it count.
That's true.
How about Monarco, Silver Charm?
Okay.
Silver Charm won the Derby the year my daughter was born, right? He won on the Saturday, she was born on Monday. Silver Charm's my favorite.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to just bet a lucky number or a lucky name. Because in some cases in a race with now 19 horses, that may be as good as any other bet.
That's true. How long does a horse actually race?
These superstar racehorses, usually 4 is old. 4 or 5 years old. These Derby, all these horses are 3. And you can only run a Derby once as a 3-year-old. A 5-year-old horse running at a championship level is kind of rare at this point because if they've been that good, they're more expensive as breeding stock.
Well, do the same horses race on Friday night as on Friday and Saturday? It's 2 completely different set of horses.
Totally separate.
Okay.
Totally separate. Today's big race is called the Oaks, and it's specifically for fillies.
Okay.
Female horses. Now, a filly can run in the Derby, but it's rare. There might be one every 3-4 years.
Has a filly ever won? Yeah, there's a movie about that.
Yeah, Winning Colors, Genuine Risk.
Yeah.
The 2 big ones, but it's been 20 years since Winning Colors won.
So generally, the fillies are on Friday, and what are the males called?
Colts. A male horse that is 3 years or old or younger.
And the colts run on Saturday.
Yeah, in the Derby and the Oaks.
All right,
now,
so is there
the whole slate of races? There'll be horses of different ages: male, female, fillies, colts, mares.
Come on, baby. Right there. Yes.
How? 10 and 1.
Who got one? Who got one?
You want out. Get up here. Yeah. Come on, Kenzie. You can do this.
Which one is it? The top one? The one winning?
That's our granddaughter's name. That's how we picked that one.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. If there's a horse that's got the same name as a family member or a good friend or a pet, you've got to bet on it no matter what.
Oh, look at that! She won! So I've learned a couple of, all of these people are on a bucket list too. So are you here for the very first time at the Kentucky Derby because it's your bucket list?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So y'all have never done this either?
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to ask y'all any questions about how I find out who the best horse is because you'll mess me up.
That's my take on this whole thing. There's a lot of money involved in it, but a guy like me, if I see a name I like, like Pretty Girl or Sunrise.
Why do you like Pretty Girl or Sunrise?
Well,
How come you don't like manly names?
I'm not interested in manly names.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I like women.
Okay. So if you like a name, you just put money on them. So what do you do?
I usually bet the exactas and the trifectas. I've hit one exacta and one trifecta.
Okay, that means you're going to do...
They tell you to do? Exacta is first and second place, trifecta is first, second, and third.
And if they come in one of those places, there's money. But if they come in those exact places, it's a big deal.
All these little numbers on here.
All the
mean
little numbers
something.
mean something. See that right there? It makes me dizzy.
And if you
I think I'm gonna put $20 on everybody.
Yeah. So he gets mad because he'll sit here and go over all these things, but then I look at the horse in the paddock, and then I look at him when the jockey gets up on it to see their demeanor.
You know what I did?
And every once in a while something will just jump out, and that's
I was
why.
looking at the muscles in their legs, really.
Right?
Well, yeah, their rear ends on a
So what am I
thoroughbred.
supposed to look at that's like no way, no how? Like, don't do that, get out of it.
They say if the tail is tucked against the body, or if their ears are, or if they're misbehaving, that's not because
I know there's boat to make.
The hats around here are great. I mean, I need to wear a hat.
Lamaro.
Did y'all make these for the?
No, we bought them online.
I know Amazon. That's where I got
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Is that where you got yours?
Yeah.
Well, you look great. So tell me, what is it? This is your 4th time here. I have asked everybody how to bet, and you know everybody has a different idea.
They do.
So how do you pick yours?
I go by birthdays, age,
I've not heard birthdays or age.
Favorite jockeys.
favorite jockey.
I've kind of heard that. So are you like groupies? Do you like follow the jockeys?
Yes.
That's great. I've heard names, owners, that kind of stuff. How many times I've heard there's some people that look at the horses' butts to see if they're muscles, like in the butts.
Some people
Like in the
white
leg.
horses or gray horses because you'll see them a lot. And
Really? I hadn't thought about it. That made me. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. If it's a white or gray horse,
I've
There's
been
not many
lucky.
of them.
I've been lucky with the number 6 horse. When I don't
6 is
have
my
a
lucky number.
special
There you go.
horse-
That's always a good
so some people choose numbers. So you're kind of a
Yes,
number.
it's a number person, yes.
Yeah.
If you ever won a buttload of money,
Oh, yeah.
really
You weren't
here?
born- 2005, you weren't born yet.
72. I'm an old
You're
woman.
not 72.
I was born in 72.
Oh, you're born, so is my son.
I'm 46.
You're the same age as my son was born.
Yeah, 76. Yeah. I mean, I'm 46, not
See, you got
76.
confused already. You're getting old. That's just
I
switch
know.
numbers around.
I know.
Anyway, Mike Smith was on a horse here, and I won almost $10,000.
That's great.
He was on a 50-1 shot. I had 100 to win on it, 100 to place, and I had the exacta twice. I got almost 10,000.
How did you choose him?
I knew he was due to win the Derby. He'd never won it since that day.
See?
How did you know he was
I had a
due?
feel. There was a feeling.
So do you have a hunch this time?
Tomorrow, I like
Yeah.
win, win, win.
He's got a name that makes you want to bet, doesn't he?
Yeah. The Derby tomorrow. Routine.
Just
This one too. With
Tag-
Williams, number 8.
This is the one that our driver told me to go to hit. I know nothing about who's racing. Who do we bet on tomorrow?
Well, I like Tacitus.
Wait a minute, the plane was too loud. Tell me again.
Tacitus.
Tacitus, okay.
Tacitus, gray horse.
Very good. He won the last 3 times out. He's got one of the best jockeys in the world on him.
Okay. So you just have hunch. I had already said I was gonna do him just because my driver said so. And then I like the name Win Win Win, so we'll see. If I put money on all of them, one of them will win.
Some people save the ticket. Like Triple Crown winners, they bet $2 on the might win the Triple Crown. And they frame it and save it for 300 years. Why?
Then somebody buys it at an old estate sale for 50, 60 bucks.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank y'all for talking to me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Tell me your name.
My name is Don Parr.
John Parr, and this is the 43rd,
42nd for me, 43rd for Jimmy.
43 for Jimmy, and 42. Okay, so y'all are you? I guess you're local to Kentucky.
We are from Wisconsin.
Wow. Y'all fly in?
No,
Did you
we
drive
drove.
in?
We're staying at a Best Western.
I love that. Did you? So, have you always driven in together?
Well, we used to have motorhomes and that, and my son took over our motorhome right down the block here.
Yeah.
And they bring in a big bar, they set up a bar, and they set up chairs and everything. And they bring 250 cases of beer, but they don't sell them. They give them away, ask for donations.
Yeah.
And over the last maybe 18 years, they got like $65,000.
Holy cow.
And they donated to cancer.
That's amazing. So you've been here 43 times, and how do you decide who you're voting on? Do you have some kind of mathematical, but you look at the muscles in the rear end? Cause that's what I did. I hadn't bet on anybody yet. I hadn't bet on anybody yet, so I don't know if it works.
Where are you guys from?
From Alabama, and this is the first time I've been here.
Oh, I got a granddaughter going to school there.
Oh, roll tide.
Next year, Tuscaloosa.
Yes, roll tide. What? So what makes you? How do you decide what you're gonna bet on?
The owners, the
Oh.
jockeys, the trainers.
You look at the muscles in the rear end. I'm not talking about the jockeys. I'm talking about the horses. I talked to somebody a minute ago. They look at the names. And she had put some money on the name because it was her granddaughter's name. And I'll be John Brown. I was sitting there and the horse won. Yeah, it was good. Well, thanks for talking to me. Anything that, because it's my first time, anything that I need to do that I don't know about?
Yes, there is.
Okay, tell me.
When you're done here, right out here, you walk out the gate right here, is that where you? Go down the street about a block.
And get a beer from your son?
It's called Down the Stretch Lounge, and you will get a lot. It's great.
Well, I don't drink beer because I don't like the way it tastes, but I'll go give them some money anyway. How about that?
Hey, they'll love you. You'll love them around here. You'll get that thing going good. Interviewing all those guys. Just tell them that Donnie and Jimmy sent you.
All right, well, Donnie and Jimmy sent me.
You got
It's so good to meet y'all. Thank you. Okay, so we have picked our horses for the Derby.
Yes.
All right, so we have a couple of numbers that I like, only because I like the names and I like the numbers. And I went and looked to see who does well on the wet track, and it's pouring down rain outside. So we're going to bet 3 of them on a exacto. We don't know what that means, but that they come in either first, second, or third.
Yeah, we're putting them in a box, so it doesn't matter which order they
Yeah,
come in.
so we have 3 that are going to come in first, second, or third, or whatever order. And then we have 2 more that we're going to do win, play, show, which means one will come first, second, or third, and the other will come first, second, or third.
Yeah.
Tries to cross over in this long and dramatic run to the clubhouse turn here at Churchill Downs, and it's Maximum Security out to set the pace. Long Range Cottage right there, and Pony Express on the outside is racing in third. Tacoma settles into the 4th, spin off his 5th, Warren Williams off the pace, racing 6th. They're 9th and 10th together. Taxes 11th on the inside. Martin racing in 12th. I was here to off the pace,
They did. So for the first time in the history of the Kentucky Derby, the horse that crossed the line first has been disqualified. After the objection, Country House wins the Kentucky Derby.
Who wants to go buy a horse like right now?
I don't want to go buy a horse, but I do want to spend some time finding that perfect hat for me. I couldn't find the perfect hat for me because it wouldn't sit down on my head right.
What would you? So what would you do? How would you change?
I've already told you. I'd say it's the exact same thing they said.
You would bet differently.
No, I probably wouldn't bet at all. Yeah.
That is not true.
I have a
You
lot
told
more
us
fun.
yesterday that you were not going to bet.
I would let her bet. I'd let her bet. She's got better luck.
You know what I would do? I would bet. I would go pick out my favorite name. I would throw the book away with all those stats.
Which is what Scott said to do. Yep.
Well, Scott also told me to bet on the number 8 that I bet on, and he came in 5th. But I didn't win any money on him. But I took this.
I was holding out. I lost all day and was holding out for the Derby win, and I had it.
We won.
And then I just got my heart ripped out.
You you know, you win some, you lose some get rained out.
Right.
Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video that you just watched. Listen, what you've stumbled on is our top 100 things to do in a year. So we've made a list of things that we want to do in this next year. So we'll be posting stuff all the time. If you liked it and you don't want to miss anything, make sure you subscribe so that you get the new messages next time we go on our adventure. If there's some ideas that you have, maybe we haven't thought about them, comment below and let us know what it is. We might be able to fit it into our calendar and on our schedule. Like us, invite your friends. We're really having a great time. And what I want to do more than anything is invite you to start your own list. So after you watch ours, make your own list, start your own top 100 things to do. Get outside, have fun with the fam.